Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Chris Scythe, and before I get into today's story, I just want to say the gameplay in the background is a 27-3 grind TDM gameplay, and I could have had a quad headshot feed, but I choked it, but that's whatever. I hope you guys do enjoy it, the gameplay in the background. Now, before I say anything about the story, I just want to say, go follow me on Twitter to keep up with me in my in real life stuff and like for my channel, because I let you guys know when I upload or stuff like that, because this story kind of relates, because I posted it all over Twitter on Friday. And other than that, let's get into the story. So today's story is my first time getting in a car crash. Yes, this happened last Friday, or this Friday, I guess you would say. And it started off, me and my brother, we were going to school. Now, we usually get up at 7:30, and we get ready, we do all that good stuff. We hang out at the house for about, like, the time we get up to 8 o'clock. Then we get in the car, and it's probably like a 10-minute drive to our school, and we drive the same route every single day. And it's just like, we sit in the car, we don't even really talk that much when we drive in the morning. And so we're just sitting there driving, taking our same route, and we get closer to the school. Now, when we get close to the school, since we go to high school, it gets pretty big in traffic. Like, we have 3,000 students that go to our school or whatever, and about like 1,000 of them, I would say, are juniors and seniors. So we're getting closer, and it was a lot, like, the traffic was more heavier when we got there this time. And this person in front of us, they were actually involved in the crash as well, but nothing happened to their car. It kind of screwed up our car in the front. But we were driving, they slowed down really fast, like relatively fast. It's like a 35 zone or 30 zone, since we were in a school zone. Now, they slowed down really fast, faster than what I actually expected, but I managed to slow down. And my dad always told me that when you want to go behind somebody, like stop behind them, you're going to stop until you like slow down, and then stop where you can just see their bottom of their tires or their back tires. Now, that's what I always do, and it kind of saved us from damaging the person in front of us at their car. Now, this chick, she was going at least 35, because it goes from a 40 to a 30 really fast. And since she wasn't expecting us to slow down as fast as we did, then she comes, and all I hear, like, I can still hear this noise, but it just screeches of the tires. She's probably still going 35, and it slams in the back of our car. It was so loud, like, you wouldn't even believe it. But I'll show a picture right now of what the car actually looked like. It completely destroyed it, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get totaled because of the damage it did. Now, she slammed on the brakes, so whatever force she had on the car, then it did the damage to the back of our car. And so right as I get out of the car, I park the car, and the lady in front of us actually gets out of the car, and she's like, "You guys better have good fucking insurance," talking to me, because like we barely even tapped her. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, okay. And then the chick, I was like, me and the chick that hit us, we both explained, we were like, she hit us, which made us hit you. We're sorry, but you had nothing to do with it. And so we go, I call the cops, and I'm like, yeah, well, there's been a crash. I tell them the story, and they're like, can you get out of the way of the intersection or whatever? And I've never driven with a fallen off part of my car, because my whole back bumper was pretty much hanging off of my car. And I drove over into the parking lot that we sat in, and so we get into the parking lot, all three of us. The cops finally come after like 30 minutes. I call like my dad, telling him that I was in a crash or whatever, and I was like, the cops still haven't even came, and it's been 30 minutes, and they show up, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta go. And the cops got me and the chick actually traded our insurance or whatever, and the cops pretty much said, like, they looked at the cars, and then they were like, okay, they asked the first lady, the one that was like pissed off for no reason, and she's like, I have somewhere to go. And I was like, why are you still sitting around here if you have somewhere to go? And because her car was perfectly fine, like nothing happened to it whatsoever. And so they talked to her, and she came up to me before they actually got there, and she was like, well, I think I'm gonna leave because nothing happened. When the cops get here, I'll just tell them that I'm just a witness or whatever. And so she does that. They talked to the chick that actually hit me. They said, what's your point of view on this? And then they asked me, they're like, what's your point of view on this? Can we get your license and your registration? We both give them that, and they take about, I'd say, 2 hours to figure that all out. And I was like, well, my mom, because they needed to tow my car, like, it was not even drivable from their point of view, because they're like, well, your back bumper is pretty much hanging off, and that's a hazard to other people driving. Like, let's say you're driving it to school or whatever, and the back bumper could easily fall off. And I was like, yeah, seems plausible. So we sit there for another 30 minutes, and the tow truck finally comes after my mom gets there, and she calls our insurance, and they're like, yeah, we need to take this to Nissan and get actual parts, not like some crappy discolored parts where it's like 5 different colors on the car. So that's pretty much how it went down for my car crash, and it should be like a month to 2 months depending on what happens when I actually get my car or a different car. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's story. It's a bit longer than most of my other stories that I have to tell, but I just wanted to make it more detailed for you guys, just so you could get the whole impact of the story or whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please leave a like and a comment and let me know what you guys thought. And yeah, so my name has been Chris Scythe, and I'll talk to you guys later.
P-A-C-I-F-I, see I'm out here chillin', you know where the F-I